All right, let me tell you a quick story about a guy named Frank. Frank is 58 years old, he rolls around town in a slightly dented 2012 Toyota Sienna, and get this, he has absolutely zero social media presence. No Instagram, no content calendar, and he definitely doesn't know or care what a TikTok algorithm is. Frank runs a small, local appliance repair business. We're talking washers, dryers, dishwashers, that's the whole shebang. Well, last year, Frank netted $187,000. And to be clear, that's not his gross revenue, that is his net profit. So how did he actually do it? Well, he did it by doing something that is honestly kind of revolutionary in today's hyper-digital age. He just picked up his landline. Welcome to this explainer on the anti-algorithm economy, where we're going to explore 20 highly profitable, real-world hustles for the modern rebel. For the last decade or so, we've basically all been sold the exact same digital dream, right? Build a massive audience, optimize your sales funnel, and just let the algorithm magically do all the heavy lifting while you sit back and collect passive income. But here's the reality check. While the digital elite are fiercely fighting tooth and nail for pennies in this incredibly overcrowded attention economy, there's a quiet class of rebels who are out there building absolute empires offline. You see, human dependability has somehow become a rare, highly profitable premium skill. Seriously, in the modern service industry, the person who simply picks up the phone on the first ring and actually shows up on time, they are automatically in the top 20% of their field before they even pick up a tool or do a single minute of work. 78%. I really want you to let that number sink in for a second. That is the percentage of customers who will completely hang up the phone after just one single ring of an automated system. One ring! We have somehow automated our customer service to the absolute breaking point of human frustration. Direct, reliable human interaction beats AI every single time. Think about it. When someone has an urgent physical problem like a flooded basement or a broken fridge, they do not want to talk to a chatbot. They don't want an automated email saying we'll get back to you in 3 to 5 business days. They want a real, breathing human voice on the other end of the line saying, "Hey, I can help you with that right now."
It's really like looking at two completely different universes. On one side, you have digital dependency. That means your entire livelihood is constantly at the absolute mercy of platform rules changing overnight, sudden shadow bans, and wildly fluctuating ad costs. You're constantly fighting just to be seen. But on the flip side, you have analog reliability. This is built on a foundation of local trust, actual physical presence, and real-world execution. It is the stark difference between the stressful volatility of begging for digital attention and the rock-solid resilience of a physical business that solves immediate, tangible problems. Because at the end of the day, the physical world still runs, and always will run, on human labor and logistics.
So, what do these bulletproof businesses actually look like in practice? Well, we're going to break down 20 specific physical hustles that run on what's known as the Lindy marketing strategy. And if you aren't familiar with that term, it basically just means relying on things that have stood the test of time. Analog trust, physical business cards, your local reputation, and good old-fashioned powerful word of mouth. These are highly profitable businesses that literally do not require Wi-Fi to function. They don't need expensive digital ad campaigns to launch, and they certainly don't have to ask a tech CEO's algorithm for permission to exist. Let's dive right into the first group. We'll call this first category the human connections. These are services that rely deeply on empathy and trust. Take pet sitting and in-home care, for instance. This is definitely not just a casual side gig for teenagers anymore. Get this, 64% of pet owners report feeling extreme guilt about leaving their pets alone. By providing premium, ultra-reliable care, you are essentially monetizing that guilt by offering absolute peace of mind. Then you've got elder transition help. This is a massive growing market that blends deep empathy with heavy logistics, because adult children desperately need help safely moving their aging parents. Add in mobile notary and loan signing, personal errand running for exhausted professionals, and professional organizing, which, let's be honest, is basically 50% physical labor and 50% emotional therapy for overwhelmed homeowners. These are incredibly resilient businesses built entirely on reliable human interaction. Moving right along, next up we have the heavy lifters. Look, residential moving services is the ultimate pain avoidance hustle. Moving is universally despised, it's incredibly stressful, and people will gladly pay top dollar for a crew that just shows up on time and doesn't break their grandmother's lamp. Then you have junk removal and hoarder remediation, storage unit cleanouts, and dedicated furniture moving for local retail stores. But the absolute hidden gem in this category? Handyman and flat pack assembly. Modern consumers buy billions of dollars of flat pack furniture online every year. When you offer this service, you are literally cashing in on the sheer frustration of a bag of 200 mystery screws and a totally confusing instruction manual. It is absolutely brilliant.
Our third category here is the property protectors. This covers everything from sustainable landscaping and commercial pressure washing to gutter cleaning, window washing, and pool maintenance. Now, what makes these specific hustles so incredibly powerful is that they are recurring, route-based businesses. Think about it. If you do a great job cleaning one pool or mowing one lawn on a street, you can so easily acquire their next-door neighbors. You naturally start to create these localized geographic moats that no Silicon Valley software in the world can cross. By dominating just a few streets, a single neighborhood essentially transforms into a highly lucrative, recurring annuity for you.
Finally, let's round out the 20 with the niche necessities. This spans across appliance installation, mobile luxury auto detailing, organized laundry delivery, specialized post-construction cleaning, and estate sale management. I really want to pause and focus heavily on estate sale management for a second, because this is the ultimate hidden industry. When families are dealing with the 3Ds, death, divorce, or downsizing, they urgently need someone to step in, organize, and liquidate a household. Professionals in this space command an average commission of 35% of total sales, and it is entirely recession-proof, simply because life transitions like these never ever stop happening. Just to put the sheer, mind-boggling scale of that estate sale opportunity into perspective for you, $84 trillion. Over the next 2 decades, we are going to witness the single largest wealth transfer in human history as the baby boomer generation passes assets down to their heirs. And guess what? A massive chunk of that wealth is not sitting in digital stocks or crypto. It is tied up in physical belongings. We're talking heavy oak furniture, art, garages full of tools, massive collections. Heirs who live in tiny modern apartments desperately need real human help liquidating these physical estates. An app cannot do that for them.
And this human element fundamentally rewrites the rules on client retention. If you look at those big, faceless platform apps for services, like your generic dog walking apps, their retention rates hover around 40%. It's a revolving door. But direct, local providers who actually take the time to build analog relationships, they see retention rates rocketing up to 85%. When you personally answer the phone, show up at their door, and look your client in the eye, you build a profound level of loyalty. A digital gig worker on a generic platform app simply cannot compete with that kind of human connection.
Okay, let's take a step back here and look at the bigger picture, because what we are really experiencing right now is a massive pattern break in the modern economy. For 20 years, we were all promised that the internet was going to disrupt absolutely everything. But here is the fascinating truth. The internet thoroughly disrupted information, sure, but it completely and utterly failed to disrupt physical labor. In fact, it actually did the exact opposite. It made reliable, physical labor more valuable and more profitable than ever before. Because the internet completely democratized knowledge, information is now totally abundant and basically free. If your business is just selling information, you are suddenly competing with advanced AI and a massive global talent pool. And that has driven the value of average white-collar digital skills straight down to the floor. But physical labor? It has gone the exact opposite direction. It has become incredibly scarce, extremely expensive, and deeply trust-dependent. As everyone ran off to chase digital leverage on their laptops, the sheer cost of getting a competent human being to come to your house and fix a real-world problem absolutely skyrocketed. When you really break it down side by side, the advantages of the physical world become so obvious. Digital information is everywhere. Physical labor is hard to find. Digital competition is global and constantly threatened by the newest AI model. Physical competition is entirely local. It's based purely on who is closest. Digital business moats rely on fleeting, unpredictable algorithm trends. Physical moats are forged in human trust and a stellar local reputation. So, the absolute crucial takeaway here is this. You cannot download a clean gutter. You cannot ask an AI image generator to move your heavy leather couch up 3 flights of stairs. Physical friction absolutely requires physical solutions.
So, if you're feeling ready to step completely out of this exhausting attention economy, here is your practical Rebels blueprint. Step 1. Pick a physical problem people are already paying to solve. Seriously, do not overcomplicate it or try to reinvent the wheel. Step 2. Be available. Answer the phone before the second ring. Step 3. Over-deliver early on, because those first 10 clients you get, they are literally your entire marketing department. And Step 4. Build a rock-solid local word-of-mouth reputation. You can literally start doing this tomorrow with $0 in ad spend simply by refusing to play the algorithm's rigged game.
I really want you to take this phrase with you today. Information abundance does not remove physical friction. You can have all the free data, all the tutorials, and all the cloud storage in the world, but a family is still going to need an empathetic, real human being when they are downsizing a lifetime of precious memories.
A renter is still going to desperately need a pair of strong hands and a box truck on moving day. The digital world is incredibly crowded right now, but the physical world, it is absolutely starved for reliable, competent labor.
Which really leaves us with the ultimate question for anyone trying to build wealth in the modern economy. Are you going to keep fighting an ever-changing, unpredictable algorithm for digital pennies? Or are you going to step out of the matrix, just answer the phone, and build an undeniable, highly profitable physical reality for yourself? The top 20% are out there waiting for you to join them. And the best part? No Wi-Fi required.